Hello and welcome to another edition of That Boy Was Busy, seen exclusively here on the Markout Moments Network. I'm Pondwater Dave. Thank you for joining me for another episode. Today's topic is going to be Magnum TA, Terry Allen, his March of 1985. This is before he won the United States Championship, and he's just getting rolling with Crockett. He's coming off of a really, really nice run in Mid-South, North American champion. Um, Great feud with Wrestle Wrestling 2. But now he's in Crockett and we're rolling. And we want to, before we get started, I'm going to thank Cage Match for providing the results to all these matches so that we can have a snapshot at the career of this legend, Magnum TA. You can tell by, here he is with Bob Caudle, cutting an interview, how much he looked like Tom Selleck. There he is with his United States Championship. And he was never one shy away from bleeding. So without further ado, let's dive right in. March of 1985. On the 1st of March, for the NWA World Six-Man Tag Team title, Don Kernoodle, Magnum TA, and Manny Fernandez defeat the Russians. Ivan Koloff, Khrushchev, and Nikita Koloff, the champions. But it was by disqualification, so the title did not change hands. This took place in the Township Auditorium in Columbia, South Carolina. Moving right along on the 2nd, we got Magnum TA defeating Joel Deaton in the Greensboro Coliseum, Greensboro, North Carolina. On the 3rd, this is the MACW TV show taping. Buzz Tyler, Dick Slater, and Magnum TA defeat Doug Vines, Joel Deaton, and the Golden Terror. 3 minutes, 35 seconds at the Memorial Auditorium of Spartanburg, South Carolina. Excuse me. On the 6th of March, for the NWA United States title, no disqualification, the champion Wahoo McDaniel defeat and Magnum go to a no contest. This was MACW Title Night 85. At the Dorton Arena in Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm not sure how you get a no disqualification match that goes no contest, but I bet it was a banger between those two. On the 8th of March, Magnum TA defeats John Tatum at the Richmond Coliseum in Richmond, Virginia. On the 9th of March, $50,000 tag team battle royal. Magnum TA, and get this, Ric Flair. Magnum TA teaming with Ric Flair defeat Arn Anderson and Buddy Landel, Dusty Rhodes and Manny Fernandez, the Russians Khrushchev and Nikita Koloff, the Rock and Roll RPMs Mike Davis and Tommy Lane, the Long Riders Black Bart and Ron Bass, Buzz Tyler and Dick Slater, Jimmy Valiant and Steve Casey, Superstar Billy Graham and the Barbarian, and Tully Blanchard and Wahoo McDaniel. That was probably one hell of a battle royal. On the 10th of March, we have Dick Slater and Magnum TA defeating Tully Blanchard and Wahoo at the Summer County Exhibition Center in Sumter, South Carolina. Now we go to the 14th for the NWA United States title. The champion, Wahoo McDaniel, and Magnum go to a no contest at the Scope Coliseum in Norfolk, Virginia. On the 16th, Don Kernoodle and Magnum TA and Sergeant Slaughter defeat the Russians, Ivan Khrushchev and Nikita Koloff. This is at the Silver Star 85 event, Greensboro Coliseum in Greensboro, North Carolina. On the 18th, for the United States Heavyweight Championship, Wahoo and Magnum again go to a no contest. This was in the Cumberland County Civic Center, Fayette, North Carolina. On the 19th, Magnum TA, this is on the TV show, Magnum TA and Manny Fernandez defeat the Rock and Roll RPMs. That's Mike Davis and Tommy Lane, 7 minutes, 18 seconds in the Civic Center in Greenwood, South Carolina. Also on the 19th, I guess this was a double taping of that TV show. We have Magnum and Manny Fernandez defeating the Russians. Buzz Tyler, Magnum TA, and Manny Fernandez defeated the Russians, Ivan Crusher and Nikita. Must have been a non-title affair. That again was at the Civic Center in Greenwood, South Carolina. On the 20th, NWA United States Heavyweight Championship in a lumberjack match. Magnum TA defeats Wahoo by disqualification, Dorton Arena, Raleigh, North Carolina. On the 23rd, for the United States Heavyweight Championship in a steel cage, Magnum TA defeats Wahoo McDaniel to become the United States Heavyweight Champion. This was on the NWA Worldwide TV show, Charlotte Coliseum, Charlotte, North Carolina. On the 24th, the new champion's already defending the title. Magnum TA defeats Ivan Koloff. This is in the Roanoke Civic Center. Then on the same day, on the 24th, they're doing a double shot. Magnum TA defeats, and this is for the United States Championship, Magnum TA defeats Chick Donovan. Just saw a picture of Chick Donovan still wrestling in his late 70s. Looks like $1 million. Chick Donovan, though, and this is 40 years ago. Chick Donovan, he takes the L in the Omni in Atlanta, Georgia. Now we go to the 26th for the NWA United States Championship. Magnum TA defeats Ivan Koloff, Civic Center in Philadelphia. On the 28th for the United States title, he defeats Ivan Koloff again, 19 minutes, 25 seconds in the Convention Center in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. On the 29th for the United States title, he defeats Buddy Landell, Richmond Coliseum, Richmond, Virginia. On the 30th, Magnum TA once again defends against Ivan Koloff, and this is in the Greensboro Coliseum, Greensboro, North Carolina. Magnum TA wins. On the 30th, NWA World Championship Wrestling from the studios of WTPS, Magnum TA defeats Paul Barnett. I'm sure that was one of those quick, he hits the ropes belly to belly and it's over. Also on the 30th, on the I don't know if they were taped two of those shows. It's NWA World Championship Wrestling from the TBS studios. Magnum TA defeats Joel Deaton. And that is how Magnum winds up his march. Quite a schedule. He had 23 matches in 31 days, including capturing the United States Championship. He fought 6 Hall of Famers that month, 6 legitimate Hall of Famers, and probably a few that ought to be in the Hall of Fame that aren't there yet. Magnum TA was just getting started. We're going to see multiple episodes because up until the time he had his car accident, that boy was busy. And that's where we're going to wrap it up this week. Thank you for joining me. I'm Pondwater Dave, and we'll see you next time on That Boy Was Busy, exclusively on the Markout Moments Network.